What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in back to my channel. My name is Vince, if you guys aren't a returning subscriber. And what I do in this channel is I just do a bunch of car related stuff, mainly related to my Supra. But this series is just Supra builds, just because there's only so much I can talk about with my own car. And I can't answer all the questions. So thankfully, I'm in an area where I can ask a lot of different Supra owners what they've done to their cars. And that's what I've done today. So part 4 of this series is Kelvin's sweet 2020 Toyota Supra that you guys can see here. Beautiful, beautiful yellow Supra, very tastefully modded. So this car is a 2020, so he didn't have to send in his ECU to Femto and get unlocked and all that stuff. So the reason he bought this car, I asked him, is he was already familiar with the BMW platform. So, you know, insert BMW jokes here, ha ha ha, and just have your laughs, whatever. It's overplayed at this point. But he was always impressed with the drivetrain and then also the iDrive. So whenever he heard that Toyota was doing a collaboration with this car, he knew he had to get it. And so here we are. So 2020, already has 30,000 miles, a bunch of miles on the car already, and he's definitely enjoyed it. It's a little bit dirty if you guys can't tell, but this car is a sweet blend of show and go. So we'll go over the aesthetic mods first. So here we have the Veris hood. This is legit Veris, very, very clean. We have the Evasive Motorsports, basically a front lip replacement along with the carbon diffuser. So these are two different pieces, but definitely hit them up if you guys are interested in this. And Kelvin is pretty Instagram famous. So if you guys don't follow him on Instagram already, you definitely should. But you guys probably already have, just because this is, I mean, for me, when I just got my car, I was surprised to see that he was actually in the Dallas area, because I was wondering what to do with my own car. So very nice build. So we'll go towards the back here. We have the Voltec swing, full carbon fiber. So basically matches the front, as you guys already saw there. So I'll insert the specific type down here. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out. And then on the side here, we have the carbon fiber rear spats. I think these are Rex Speed, if I remember correctly. I think Kelvin already forgot too what brand they were. And then you also have the carbon fiber unknown brand exhaust, I guess, protectors, so it doesn't melt the rear bumper. So on my car, I have the exhaust tips in carbon already, but since this Boost Logic exhaust doesn't have it, he already just went ahead and added that. You have the pair and rear tow hook, and then in the front, you also have the same tow hook there. Rounding out the aesthetic mods on the outside, we have the OEM Toyota carbon fiber mirror caps, as well as Veris anti-wind buffeting kit. Because if you guys don't already know, if you guys haven't watched my other videos, is that these cars have a tendency to have wind buffeting issues. So if you guys don't want that happening, if you guys have experienced it, you can actually get these wind buffeting kits. You can either get them in carbon fiber, or you can go any other brand that is like just gloss, so it matches the black gloss of that trim, and get rid of that problem. Rounding it out, you can't forget about the work Meisters. So these are 3-piece work Meisters. Up in the front, we have 19 by 10 plus 25 offset, wrapped in Pilot Sport Cup 2s, 265 35 19s. And then in the rears, we have 19 by 11 plus 25, 295 35 19. So there's a little bit of stretch on them. And then these are also, the car is also lowered on HKS fully adjustable springs. And even though they sit pretty aggressive in the front, Kelvin told me that they don't rub at all. So if you guys are worried about that, if you guys like the setup, want to replicate it on your own Supra, there are the specs on them. We'll go here to the other side of the car so you guys can see it. Super, super nice. So kind of reminds me of a bumblebee. You also have Pikachu right there. And then in the interior, just a very simple setup. So stock as fuck, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We have a beautiful carbon fiber steering wheel. Can't remember the brand, but I'll insert it right here so you guys can go to that website and check them out. And then we also have the Z-Tronic ethanol sensor, so it will read out the ethanol content as well as the temperature of the fuel. So that is it. Interior and exterior aesthetic mods. We'll go ahead and pop the hood. We open the door up and we'll go over the performance mods. All right, so performance-wise, we have the engine charge pipe, MSC intake, boost logic catalyst downpipe, kind of hard to see, and then you of course have the various heat shield, and then it is going, that downpipe is going back to the sweet boost logic exhaust. So you guys have seen this exhaust on Devin's car, and it sounds freaking amazing. So I'll insert some sound clips here. But this car is tuned through EcuTek by Mikey Botti. So same tuner as my car. So this car has 30,000 miles and been tuned since 2,000 miles. This car is still running, whoops ass, and I mean, so reliable. So again, if you guys are worried about the reliability of this platform, don't be worried at all. Just because there's been so many revisions and modifications done to the B58 to make sure that it is suitable for this car. You know, all the Toyota standards and stuff. I know that was very overblown when the car was first announced with the BMW drivetrain, but as you can see here with my car, with Kelvin's car, with Devin's car, and then, you know, Johnny and Ben, I mean, we're out here still enjoying our cars and putting a shit ton of miles on it. So if you guys are worried about that, don't be worried at all. Just do your routine maintenance and the car will treat you well. And so there you guys have it for the mods. So the question that you might be asking yourselves is, you know, what type of person would want to do these kind of mods to their cars? And I asked Kelvin and he said, anyone just who wants to have a clean weekend car that's not too much for the street. You know, you're not looking to drag race the car or do any like crazy racing. That's what type of person he would recommend, you know, going this build route for. And then for his future plans, so it's mainly just going to be aesthetic is what he let me know. So he said probably do full Varus kit. So he's also thinking about doing ings on the rear bumper. And I'll insert a picture here so you guys can compare the stock Supra bumper here with an ings one. And also do some bigger brakes, Project Mu. So if you guys are familiar with that, you know, it's as JDM as it possibly can get. This is his weekend car. For future plans, yeah, just really aesthetic mods, since he let me know that this car is, you know, enough for the streets. It keeps it fun. He doesn't want to go too crazy for it. So definitely different. Like, this is why it's nice doing this series, is you get to talk to a lot of different owners who have done different things with their Supras. So you can kind of pick their brains to see what path they took and what they plan on doing with their cars. So Kelvin's been super happy with the car. He's actually thinking about listing it up for sale, or by the time this video releases, it might be up for sale already. So make sure to hit him up on his Instagram if you guys are interested in hitting him up about the car. So I don't know about the price, but you guys can go ahead and ask him about that. So there you guys have it. Thanks again, Kelvin, for letting me take a little bit of time out of your day to go over your car. Super clean. I love how it turned out, what you did with it, since, I mean, this this is probably one of the first cars that I followed on Instagram, one of the first Supras I followed on Instagram. And then it really showed me what can be done with the platform. So I'm super excited to see what he does with it. If he does keep it, he said that if he does sell it, he plans on going the Porsche route, so specifically a GT4. Don't blame him at all, but just because I do want to join the Porsche gang one of these days, crossing my fingers that, you know, I play my cards right and it turns out well. But there you guys have it. If you guys are interested in having a fun weekend car sitting around 500, 520 wheel, I mean, this is exactly the kind of car that, the kind of build that you want to go. Because I've said this in my other videos, honestly, at this power level, it is perfect for the street because you're not breaking it loose like every second. But yeah, make sure to follow Kelvin on Instagram. I'll insert it down here and also in the description box below. So if you guys have any questions for myself or Kelvin, leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to, yeah, again, follow them on Instagram, follow Boost Logic and Evasive Motorsports so you guys can see what kind of products that they offer for the Supra platform along with others. And make sure to like and subscribe so you can, you know, see more of this kind of content. So super excited to review more Supras. I'll definitely be doing more, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And I'll see you guys in the next video.